Hello everyone, myself Dr. Jyoti Mandala. Welcome you all to the video lectures on Python programming. We are in our lecture number 7. In this lecture, we'll see the second type of our sequences, that is list. Now, generally sequences are used to store the data in more than one data can be stored, but all the data will be stored in an ordered form. So one such category is list. So we can store set of objects in an order. Now how the elements will be stored in a list? If you want to use a list, we can separate the values by comma and all the values should be kept in square brackets. This is an example where I have stored 5 values. All the 5 values are separated by comma and I have given this square brackets like this. And it is not the case like all the values should be of same type. We can store different type values also in a list. So here is an example where first two values are of integer type, third value is of float type and fourth value is of string type. Right now, once we have a list, in that list we can add new element, we can remove an element, slicing, concatenation, like n number of operations can be performed on that list. We'll see all those operations, right? So first we'll see how to create a list. A list can be simply created by writing the name of the list, and then using assignment operator we need to give the list of elements like this. So here I am creating S and I am giving the list of values like this. Okay, whenever you want to get the values, always the list index starts from 0. Always this will be the 0th element, this will be the first element index. The index of this one will be 0, 1, 2, 3. Right, all of you? And in a list, one element can be all an inner list. It can also be a list. That means in nesting of lists is also possible. As an example, if you see here, I am considering S a list in which for after storing 3 elements, I am storing fourth element as also one more list. We can have this option also, which is called as inner list. Right, all of you? So this is called as nesting of lists. Now, how once a list is created, how to access the elements in a list? Accessing can be simply done by using the index. Now, let us consider if you have a list like this. Now, in this list, if you give list 1 is my list, and if I am giving list 1 of 0, then the 0th index English is there, that will be written. Right, we can also give negative indexing. In my previous video I have told you we have two ways of indexing, positive indexing and negative indexing. So if I give list 1 of -2, so from this right side onwards this will be given an index of -1, this will be getting an index of -2. So list 1 of -2 will read to chemistry. Right, all of you? So this is how elements can be accessed. Now list slicing. List slicing is similar to the slicing what we have done with the strings in our previous video, where we can give two values where the first one is called as an inclusive index and the second one is called as an exclusive index. And from this list one we'll get if I am giving 0 to 4, then I will be it will be returning the values from 0th index to 3rd index. So according to my example, it will give English, physics, chemistry 354.6, 0, 1, 2, 3. So I'll get 4 values. So 0th value is called as an inclusive in our example, and third position is considered as a exclusive, not third position. Here it is fourth. Fourth position will be considered as exclusive. Got all of you? Also, if I give list of 2 to 5, then it will return the items from second index to fourth index. Let us see an example for this. Let us see the same example. We need to move to the Python prompt first, and once we move to the Python prompt, there I'll be creating the same list what I have created here. So once the list is created, list 1 if you write, the list 1 will be displayed. Okay. Now if I want to check list 1 of -2, as same example if you see, it should display chemistry. I am getting the chemistry value, right? So list 1 of, if I write 2, then the second element whatever is stored, that will be stored our second at the second index, it is 300, right? So if I give list 1 of 2 to 5, that means from second index to fourth index whatever elements are there in list, that will be displayed. Second index, third index, fourth index, these three values are displayed here. This is how elements can be accessed from a list, right? Now how to update the elements in the list. Once a list is created, I told you we can update the elements, we can add the elements to the list, and that can simply done by using our index. So let us consider the same example list, where in that list I want to update this physics to science. Now how can I do that one? Simply I can write the list name and the index name whose value I want to update, and a new value can be assigned to that one. So simply if you do like that, then you can see the physics will be updated to science. Let us see that one here practically. Okay. Now we have list one already, it is there in our command prompt. Here it is there. So I want to update list one, list one, and at the index one I want to update the value to science. Then I will try to display the value of list 1. Then you can observe here the physics value has been updated to the science. So this is how updation can be done. Updation is very simple, right? Now removing element from is also very simple, which can also be done by using indexing. Example is here it is a list. The same example I am taking. Now if I want to remove an element from this one, simply I need to use del command. I need to mention the specific index whose value I want to remove. So suppose if I write list of 2. So this is 0, 1, 2, then 300 I want to remove. So simply that will be removed. If you observe here, 300 will not be there. So the 300 will be removed out of your string. Getting all of you? Suppose if we want to remove the complete string, complete list if you want to remove, then we need to write del of and the list name whatever we want to do. Now if I do this, then the complete list will be, the complete values and complete list will be removed out of your memory. Right? This is how removing elements from the list can be done. Now let us see some of the operations that can be performed in the list. First one is plus operation. We can perform operations on list also. Let us see those operations with a simple example. So we'll move to the command prompt once again, where I will be creating two lists. Let us consider I will be creating S1 one list where I want to store three values, 5, 6, 7. Three values I want to store. And S2 I am creating one more list where I want to store 7, 2, 1. Random numbers I have considered. So S1 will be this one and S2 will be this one. Okay. Now the first operation we want to perform is concatenation. So S1 plus S2 if you write, then the two lists will be concatenated and it will be generating a single list. Right, all of you? This is how plus symbol can be used for concatenation. Next one is repetition, where we can use a star symbol. What is the star symbol? Suppose S1 star 3 star 2, let us consider if I write, then S1 will be repeated twice. Our S1 is 567, so 567, 567 will be repeated twice. Again if I write S1 star 3, then it will be repeated thrice. Just for repetition purpose we can use star symbol. All of you? Next one is membership operators we have like in and not in. What is the use of this one is, in is used to check whether an element is available in that list or not. As an example, I want to check whether 10 in S1. 10 is there in S1 or not. It will return a value of true or false. Then it is false. Suppose if I check 5 in S1, then it will return true because S is there. Because 5 is there in S1. Got it all of you? Now here, if you see not in is also one operation. 5 not in S1. 5 not in S1. Then it will return a value of false. Why? Because 5 is available in S1 but we are asking like not in, false. Like this we can use this membership operations. Right? Now next we have standard operations like equal to, greater than and less than, where we can apply this one also on our list values. I'll show you one example and the remaining two you can work that one. So S1 equal to S2. If you view, these three standard operations will give either true or false value. So if you do that one, S1 is not equal to S2, so it is giving false. Right? Like that you can use greater than and less than operations also. Now let us see some building functions available in the list. We'll see all the things parallelly at once by creating a. So let us move to our command prompt. So here I will create one list S equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Just I have created one list S. So S will be storing these 4 values. Now let us, we want to find out the length of the list, then len of, you need to specify the list name. Len of S will give you the length of number of elements available in our list. Okay. Similarly, max of S will give you the maximum value, and min of S will give you the minimum value. And let us consider we want to append another list to your already existing list. Let us consider a new element you want to add to your list. Then S dot append, or let us consider I want to append a new value of 5. Then 5 will be added to your list. Then if you see what is there in S, you can see one more element has been added to your list. Got it all of you? Now we can check like one more, next one is count. What is the use of this count is how many times an element is there in our value. So to do that, let us add append of 5 one more time. So S you see like this. Now I want to check S dot count of 5 I want to check. Now it is showing 2. Similarly, if you see count of 1, it will show you value of 1. Got it all of you? Next, this is about count. Next one is index. If you want to know the index of a particular value, let S dot index of 3, let us consider third element index you want to check. So 0, 1, 2, that its index is 2. Right, that is the use of index. Now let us consider one more, insert. Insert is used to insert a new element at a particular index. Let us consider I want to insert at an index of 3 a value of 25 I want to insert. Okay, sorry, insert spelling is wrong. Insert. Now if you check at the third index 0, 1, 2, 3, 25 has been added. This is insert. Next one is S dot pop. Now what happens with the pop? With the pop will take out the last element which is there in our list. So S, if you check, last element has been taken out. Are you understanding? But if you want to pop in element from a particular index, let us consider at the third index I want to pop the element. Then you need to mention that one in the parameter as the parameter. That means 25 has been removed. And if you see, check our values are this one. Right? Now if you want, you can use remove also. With the remove, you need to specify a value whatever you want to remove. With the remove, you need to specify the value whatever you want to remove. Let us consider you want to remove the value of 4. Then 4 will be removed and you check here. See, with pop you need to mention the index. With remove you need to specify the value whatever you want to do. Now S dot reverse. You can perform the reverse of all the elements also. So if you see, all the elements has been reversed. Okay. Now S dot sort. Let us consider S values are 4, 7, 2, 9 like this. Then S dot sort if you give, then let me display the S values first. Then S dot sort if you write, then all the elements will be in the sorting order. I think sort is not working. Okay, this is how these values will be working. So you check out how the sort will be done. Got it all of you? Got it? You can see in S we have stored these values, but if you are giving sort, then all the elements have been sorted. So these are some of the built-in functions that are available in our list. Okay. So with this, we'll come to an end of our 7th lecture, that is about sequences, second type, that is list. We'll all meet in our next video. Thank you.